Lisa Nicholson. It's working so much as you are thinking. Anytime your thoughts are flowing, the law of attraction is working when you are thinking about the past. The law of attraction working when you are thinking about the present or future. The law of attraction is working. It is ongoing process. You don't press pause, you don't press stop. It is forever in action as your thoughts are. Whether we realize it or not, we are thinking most of the time. If you are speaking or listening to something someone, you are thinking. If you are reading the newspaper or watching television, you are thinking. When you recall memories from your past, you are thinking. When you are considering something in your future, you are thinking. When you are driving, you are thinking. When you are getting ready in the morning, you are thinking. For many of us, the only time we are not thinking is when we are asleep, where the forces of attraction are still operating on our last thoughts as we fall asleep. Make your last thoughts before going to sleep good thoughts. Michael Barnan Beckwith. Creation is always happening every time an individual has a thought, a prolonged chronic way of thinking. They are the creation process. Something is going to manifest out of those thoughts. What you are thinking new is creating your future life. You are create your life with your thoughts because you are always thinking. You are always creating. What you think about the most, focus on the most, is what will appear as your life. Like all the laws of nature, there is a utter perfection in this law. You create your life. Whatever you sow, you reap. Your thoughts are seeds, and the harvest you reap will depend on seed you plant. If you are complaining, the law of attraction will powerfully bring into your life more situation for you to complain about. If you are listening to someone else complain, the focusing on that, sympathizing with them, agreeing with them in that moment, you are attracting more situation to yourself to complain about. The law is simply reflecting the giving back to you exactly what you are focusing on with your thoughts. With this powerful knowledge, you can completely change every circumstance and even your entire life by changing the way you think. Bill Harris, teacher and founder of the Centerpoint Research Institute. I had a student named Robert who was taking an online course. I have a part of which entailed email access to me. Robert was a gay. He outlined all the grim realities of his life in his emails to me. In this job, his co-worker ganged up on him. It was a constantly stressful because of how nasty they were with him. When he walked down the street, he was accosted by homophobia people who wanted to abuse him in some way. He wanted to become a stand up comedian, and when he did a stand up comedy job, everybody heckled him about being gay. His whole life was one of the unhappiness and misery, and it all focused around being attacked because he was gay. I began to teach him that he was focusing on what he did not want. I directed him back to his email that he sent me and said, read it again. Look at all the things you do not want that you are telling me about. I can tell you are what you want to hurt. And he began really and trying to. What he happened within the next 6 to 8 weeks was an absolute miracle. All the people in his office who has had harassing him either transferred to another department, quit working at the company, or started completely leaving him alone. He began to love his job when he walked down the street. Nobody harassed him anymore. They just weren't there where he did his stand up comedy routines. He started getting standing ovation and nobody was heckling him. His life, his whole life changed because he changed from focusing on what he did not want, what he was afraid of, what he wanted to avoid, to focusing on what he did want. Robert's life changed because he changed his thoughts. He emitted a different frequency out into the universe. The universe must deliver the picture of new frequency, no matter how impossible the situation might seem. Robert new thoughts become his new frequency, and the picture of his entire life changed. Your life is in your hand, no matter where you are now. No matter what has happened in your life, you can begin to consciously choose your thoughts and you can change your life. There is no such a thing as a hopeless situation. Every single circumstance of your life can change. The power of your mind. Michael Bernard Beckwith. You attract to your predominant thought that you are holding in your awareness, whether those thoughts are conscious or unconscious. That the rub. Whether you have been aware of your thought in the past or not, now you are becoming aware. Right now, with the knowledge of the secret, you are waking up from the deep sleep and becoming aware of the knowledge, aware of the law, aware of the power you have thought your thoughts.